slide on the camera.
Ms. Bartholomew, are you able to see and hear me?
I can kind of see you. There's a thing in the middle of the screen, but yes, I can hear you.
All right. Ma'am, I have you here for an amended complaint. Your complaint is amended to correct the spelling of your name. Your first name was spelled incorrectly yesterday, so it has been corrected to amend that. But I do have to go through the charges with you again. It is alleged that on or about November 3rd, 2025, in Antioch Township and Boone Township, that in count number 1, you committed the offense of homicide, murder in the first degree, premeditated. That is a felony punishable by punishable by life without parole and DNA to be taken upon arrest. In count number 2, it is alleged you committed the offense of homicide, felony murder. That is a felony punishable by life without parole and DNA to be taken upon arrest. In count number 3, it is alleged that you committed the offense of torture. That is a felony punishable by life or any term of years. A consecutive sentencing may be imposed if the assault happened in place of confinement. In count number 4, it is alleged you committed the offense of conspiracy to commit torture. That is a felony of life or any term of years and a $10,000 fine, and consecutive sentencing may apply if it happened in place of confinement. In count number 5 is alleged that you committed the offense of assault, pregnant individual, intentionally causing miscarriage or stillbirth. That is a felony punishable by life or any term of years. In count number 6, it is alleged that you committed the offense of conspiracy to commit assault, pregnant individual, intentionally causing miscarriage or stillbirth. That is a felony punishable by punishable by life or any term of years. In count number 7, it is alleged you committed the offense of unlawful imprisonment. That is a felony punishable by 15 years in prison and or a fine of $20,000. And in count number 3, it is alleged you committed the offense of dead bodies removing without medical examiner permission. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year in jail and or a fine of $5,000. Ms. Bartholomew, as I said before, those are the same charges you were arraigned on yesterday, but do you understand these charges and potential penalties?
Yeah, sure.
All right, we will go ahead and continue the not guilty plea and the request for the appointment of an attorney, and we will set the matter for a probable cause conference. Mr. Hartel, anything for the record?
Your Honor, I knew there was a decision on bond just yesterday, but when I did meet with her earlier this morning, she did ask if we could address bond.
Ms. Carey, do you have any objection to that?
I do.
Mr. Hartel?
Thanks, Your Honor. I do, of course, realize and respect that these type of allegations are not required to have a bond set. However, I would ask the court to consider one. She does have strong ties to the community. She has advised me she has various medical appointments coming up that require CAT scans, other important conditions that I won't go into too much for protection for medical reasons. I believe yesterday I failed to mention that she does have a minor child that she's the primary caregiver for. I believe a 14-year-old boy, if I recall correctly. She would like to get home to him, help take care of him and her other obligations. I again know these are very heinous allegations. I would ask the court to consider applying as many non-monetary bond conditions as possible, and perhaps even a high monetary bond. I realize she's extremely low income, and a high monetary bond would be very difficult for her to reach, but at least then it would be a possibility, because she does have friends and family in the community who might be able to pool resources. I would ask the court to consider it, even if on the high end. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Carey, you don't need to go into the facts of the case again, but do you have any comment regarding the request?
That's really briefly, Your Honor. First thing I want to say is that in looking at the complaint, I didn't notice it before. For the city township village, it says Antioch Township and Boone Township. The original said and or.
That's what I thought.
And I would like to correct that. I don't know. Write it down, or maybe there's other typed.
So what we'll do is I will accept that as a verbal motion, and I'll grant the request to amend it to change it to and or, and I will make the change on my copy. Ms. Bartholomew, just understand that the venue is in Antioch Township and or Boone Township, just so you're aware of that.
Okay.
A new amended.
You can send up a new amended one. We won't arraign her on that because I'll consider that done just now.
Thank you. And briefly on the bond issue, absolutely nothing has changed from yesterday to today. This, again, is as serious as it can be, and I believe the risk of flight, given these allegations, is just too high. And I would ask the court to continue the remand or holding her without bond. Thank you.
All right, thank you. The court agrees that there's been no change in circumstances. While I understand there are some health conditions and the concern for a minor child, the fact remains that Ms. Bartholomew is, I find, a flight risk and a threat to the community, so I will continue to hold her without bond. Anything else, counsel?
No.
No,
All right.
Your Honor,
Thank you,
can I
Jill.
say something?
Mr. Martella?
if it's only applicable to bond, I wouldn't be opposed to it, as long as it's not about the underlying case.
It's only about bond.
All right.
I am willing to work with the prosecutor. Also,
So I'm not going to get into
and
that.
also to have my jail sentence from this jail to my home where I would be monitored at your guys'.
That is something I have no control over. I am not most likely than not, I will not be your sentencing judge.
I just need to be able to take care of him. I'm the only one that has custody of him.
Ms. Bartholomew, I understand, but the fact is I've found that you are a threat and a flight risk, and I am not going to, at this point, I'm not authorizing a bond. Thank you, Jill.
Thank you, Your Honor.